Hey guys, what's up? It's Coach Mickey. I'm taking this stupid thing off. And I am sitting here in my living room. I'm ready to have a chat with you, and we're going to talk about what we've got coming up for our 2021 season, as well as finally saying goodbye to 2020. So stay tuned. Okay, so what do we have coming up for our 2021 season? Well, we're kicking it off with a banger by having a virtual dance recital. It's our first one. So we're getting into the new season and things are going okay. We've got our masks. We went to a convention and we have been practicing and getting ready for our new dance competition season.
It's like it starts from the hips. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's your whole body. Yeah. Even on this punch thing, some of you are like, it drives me insane when it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, whole body. It doesn't just stop at the neck.
Yeah. So yeah, show, because that drives me nuts too.
Just use your head.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I'm not exactly sure, but I'll get you, homeboy.
Also, this thing, your arms have to unswivel. They don't just peek.
Yeah.
They open.
Yeah, and then when you actually, a lot of you guys are going like this.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You still have to, if your arm's going like this, it has to come back down. This is like for ballet.
We've tried to avoid as much as possible of doing anything virtual or Zooming or, Facebook videos. So anytime we've had to have a quarantine, we've just locked the studio for 2 weeks. It's been pretty rough so far this season. Not gonna lie. Doing a virtual recital was just something that we thought we're having a hard time finding a venue, and we don't want grandparents to miss out on the opportunity to see all of their awesome dancers or, anybody else who's fans of our dance studio to come out to the show. So we decided what we're going to do is we're going to record all of our competition routines, and then we are going to put it on our YouTube channel. It's going to be done in the dance studio. I don't know how this is going to work. I've been filming testing out lights and trying to see how this is going to work, and it's been interesting. I'm gonna say I'm kind of excited, but I'm also kind of nervous because I don't know how this is gonna look. I don't know if it's gonna be cheesy. I have no idea. I've never done anything like this before, so this is gonna be a whole new ball game for us, but we're gonna do our best. Okay guys, so I am sitting here doing some editing on testing out the stuff for the recital. So I just wanted to show you some little clips of it so you can see. I use Power Director as my editing software system that I use for all of our vlogs and everything. I've done on an Apple computer. I've done Final Cut Pro. I've done Vegas. So I've done quite a few different editing systems before over the years. And I just find Power Director is the easiest for me to use, the quickest, and I can also edit on my phone, which is great. That way, when I'm at competitions or I'm at live events, like when I was at Walt Disney World, I was able to upload and edit videos like that day. So that's the great thing about Power Director. Highly recommend them. Okay, so anyway, let's take a look at this footage. All right, so I have my editing system already set up here. As you can see, we're gonna drag this cursor down at the end of the timeline where I have a cool transition. And we'll just take a look at what I've got so far. And this is of our little dancer, Maddie Miles. So you can see I can have this cool little transition there where we're doing a little bit of an interview before her solo. And then she comes on the floor and then we transition into the actual solo itself. So cute. Look at her go, girl. So as you can tell by that, I'm super excited about what the actual like editing process part of it's gonna go. I have an idea for some cute little, interviews. That way you guys get to know the girls a little bit better. And I really have a feeling like we're gonna have to do this for the spring show as well. And I'm trying to come up with some creative ways on how to like, showcase when the kids do like a virtual competition. Because I have a feeling we may end up doing some of those as well. So I'm trying to find ways that can be more fun and more interactive than them just dancing in the studio, so to speak. So I think it'll be fun. We'll see how it goes. Now I just got to set up that lighting. And I got to get that background. The background is just too much for me. I can't handle with the yucky walls and all that. I need some pretties behind them so it makes it look a little bit fancier and different.
Back, front.
It's video.
Kick.
It's a video.
Left, back,
I'm tired of my back hurts and I was supposed to leave 20 minutes ago.
Flick.
How you feeling?
Hurt.
Flick. Notice my foot also.
You've been dancing hard.
You
You still got more.
touch flick.
A little more.
Down.
My elbow bowed.
Down.
Oh.
Flick, leg,
good.
flick. Down. Back. Step forward. Right, left, jump. To the hip. It scoops to the hip. Scoop, scoop. Roll.
Okay, so I think I'm going to be
Right,
putting
left.
black all along here, all the way
Snap.
around.
Yes.
I think I'm going to put some lights shooting up
Push.
with some sparklies hanging down. Maybe some lights coming down over here.
Your legs have to open, guys.
And then the big one
It's not
like that.
that.
And I need to get another one to put in that corner.
Yep.
Because that looks really
Right, left, leap. Your hands are gonna go down
I
on
don't
the
know
leap
what
just
I'm
because
gonna
you
do
guys
for a
have
center.
nasty hands. You go into a box.
Center line. It has been rough on the kids because of all of this craziness that's been going on with us having to reduce numbers, with us missing practices because of quarantines. It's just so not normal. We've also lost a couple dancers throughout the season as well. One of our dancers had to quit right before we got ready for preparing for the winter showcase. Savannah, because she's a basketball player and she's a volleyball player. Her little sister is Charlie, and Savannah was a great dancer that won a lot of awards for us in the last couple years. She finally made it onto our junior diamond company, so we were very excited for her. And then it came down to where she was constantly missing practices because of basketball. Courtney also said it just wasn't working. And sometimes that happens. So regardless of COVID, that is just something that a young kid who's transitioning into high school has to start considering. Where am I going to put my commitment? So right now she's committed to doing her sports. I'm hoping maybe she'll regret this. I think she will. And figure out a way where she can do both in the future, because she was such a good dancer and I'd hate to see her miss out on any opportunities that she could get from dancing. Then for our seniors, this one really breaks my heart. We've had a dancer with us. She was one of our OG Diamond Company members, little Bella. She's been with us for years. I was just looking at the footage because I have been posting up on our Facebook page all of these like top 11 dance routines of all time for me, what my favorite picks are. And I tell a little story about all of them. And I just keep looking through all of these routines to try and pick out which ones are my favorites. And I see these routines. I just watched a vlog just now of us from 2016 going to Odyssey. And there was little Bella on there. It was so sweet. Breaks my heart. I really am going to miss her. Everybody is going to miss her. We all are really sad, but we also know that she needs a break right now. And her mom just financially can't seem to afford to pay for this season. So, Bella, if you're watching this, just know we love you and we're always here for you. And I know that this is going to be a tough go for you, especially with everything else that's going on in the world, but we're always your dance family. We will always love you and we will always be there for you. So just know that. And whenever you're ready to come back, we'll be here for you. In the meantime, that has made it a little difficult for our senior team because they've had to reblock everything. We had to have little Caitlin jump in and pick up some choreography and some leads that Bella was in a few routines. So again, I know that dance is tough anyway. Then let's throw COVID on top of it and life problems on top of it and whatever else is going on in your lives. And it just makes it sometimes for some people like impossible to do. So I totally get it. I totally understand. Everybody's going through a rough time, but it just sucks. It really does. And you know what's even worse? So we're getting into the 2021 season. We're planning out what competitions we want to go to. And I start having anxiety. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're going to sign up for these competitions and there could be lockdowns again. And then what the heck are we going to do? So with that, with all of the stuff that's been going on, I found a competition for the kids to enter in. And they have 3 options for it. It's called the Innovative Dance Classic from Kansas City. And it's kind of like it was when we used to go to K-Spec, where it's in a gym. High school dance teams compete in another gym, and then studios and all-star teams compete in a separate gymnasium. There's no ranking of awards, but they do give out like top choreographies and top techniques and their innovative favorite routines and fan favorites and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's very simple. It's very fun. The main reason why you would want to go to a competition like that as a studio is because of the great critiques that you can get from the judges. You can always get better critiques. Now, the other reason why we did this, well, I set this up. So this is a gift that the girls, some of them, I announced it on Instagram and on our Facebook page, but I haven't really talked to them or the parents yet about it. So I looked it up and I found out that the price was so reasonable to the point where I decided to go ahead and pay all the entry fees for 3 group numbers for our senior diamond company. So I feel like I wanted to be able to give it to all the kids, but I can't afford all the kids. So I figured the high school kids seem to be the ones that are really missing out the most. I mean, what's going to happen? Hopefully they'll be able to graduate. I'd hate to see this class go through what 2020 went through, or miss out on their proms. I mean, these are things that I'm just like, oh my gosh, we could be going around another crazy year like we did in 2020. The younger kids have time. You know, those are like traditions that hopefully this craziness will end and then they will be able to have that by the time they reach high school. So it's not like they're going to miss out on too many traditions by just not going to normal school right now. But high schoolers are missing out on a lot more. So this was my gift to my girls. I absolutely love my girls. And I hate watching them go through the stuff that they've been going through in the last year. It's been awful. I just, my heart breaks for them. So that is pretty much what the plan is for 2021. So if the winter showcase goes really well, then we'll do our spring showcase the same way. Can you imagine your whole dance season is nothing but virtual? You do virtual recitals, then you do virtual competitions. That would be weird. But I feel like that's kind of like what we have to prepare for just in case. If this COVID stuff gets worse, and lockdowns get worse. And I'd hate to see that happen. But our goal here is to just try and make it as normal as possible as we can, so the kids all have ages, you know, our babies all the way up, have some space or some place to go that is some kind of normalcy, something that they can look forward to, and that their lives aren't totally erupted. So that is what we've got going on for 2021. I love you guys. Happy New Year, and I will see you next time. Peace out. Bye.